Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. In today's video I'll be showing you how to create watercolor bookmarks like this. These are very simple and easy to create. I'll be showing you how to create a watercolor brushstroke painting without using a pencil outline. For that I have used Camel watercolor tubes like this. They are very easily available on any stationery or art and craft store. And for the brushes I've used Faber-Castell synthetic brushes. This is in number 2. It also comes in a set, and the bigger one looks like this. This is in the number 12. They are very fine synthetic brushes. They glide on your paper very easily. So I know it's been a while since I have not uploaded a video. That's because I was really busy. I have also been working on sketchbooks, not like a travel sketchbook, but this is watercolor sketchbook of whatever. Like, I like to paint skies, so these are some landscapes, scenery, countryside, all those. So I've used watercolor and acrylic both. They look like this. I'll be discussing about my sketchbook in my next video. Also, I'll be demonstrating a painting of how I do it. I also have small short quotes like this, and some short notes or messages, because when I flip through this book it really feels very nice, and it's very interesting to show it to some of your friends or whoever interested. It's really nice to write a message under it. So this is my 3rd page. I've done about 4 to 5 paintings. That's it. And this is not a special book or special paper for watercolor. This is ordinary paper, like your printer paper, maybe 100 GSM or something. And I got this book from Amazon. I get most of my supplies from Amazon. They have a very good collection. I'll leave the link below of this sketchbook, of the link of this sketchbook from Amazon. So now let's get started with the video. I'll be using the tip of my brush. I'll be starting with the stem from bottom of the card. I have used more water and little paint for this. I'm taking sap green for the stems. I'm drawing random strokes upwards for the stems, and the stems branching from each of the stem. Now, starting with the flower, I have taken a mix of crimson and little bit of burnt sienna and diluted with more water. I'm making 5 petals. I use random places to create flower positions. The similar flowers, making 5 petal flowers with the tip of my brushes. I'll be making 5 flowers in this painting and 2 or 3 buds. I have increased the speed of the painting so that it doesn't take a long time for you to watch it. I also highlight or darken the tips or edges of the petals to show the shadows. I'll leave a center part blank when I do the petals, because I cover it up with black dots. Now I make short stems and twigs for the leaves. I'm using the same color, sap green. I make random leaves in different places. I start from the bottom and draw the strokes upwards. I'm making thin leaves and short leaves. I have drawn a margin, but I'm going to erase it later. I don't think I need it. I mostly work on the tip of the brush so that it doesn't spoil my painting. Making shorter and faster strokes. You can work over it more than once until you're satisfied with the shape of the leaf. Wherever you find a gap, you fill it up with a leaf. Now I am creating buds. I am making small V shapes, about 3, in between the gap of flowers and leaves. I am making 3 buds and join it to the green stem. The buds usually look darker than the actual flower, so that I have used darker color of crimson and burnt sienna mix. Now I am highlighting the leaves. I am making more darker in the edges and the stems. I am overdrawing on the stems so that it looks darker, so that my painting doesn't look very pale. The whole painting I have used just one brush. Just wash it with water and use the other color. That's the trick I have used here. You can change the shade of the leaves by using a little bit of brown mix with the green, but here I have done pure sap green. I like it more greener that way. Whatever strokes you do, if you do upwards, it's going to be more thinner and more precise, or whichever. For me it's upward, or you can just discover whichever direction it is easy for you. This is a very simple and easy. As you have seen, I have not used any pencil for the outlining. I have directly applied the paint. It takes a little bit of practice. You can practice on worksheets and you can just get hang of it. Now I am applying dark brown, or you can use even black color to enter the dots in the middle of the petal of the flower. So here it is, the first bookmark. Now for the second bookmark, I am using burnt umber and burnt sienna mix diluted with water. I am using the tip of my brush to create vertical strokes upward. The stems branch out with each of them. It doesn't have to be perfect. Some are crooked and some are straight. I'm making shorter strokes. Now I start with the petals. I use cadmium yellow, or you can use lemon yellow mixed with burnt umber. I make 3 petals in a flower. I find space to create flower randomly, about 8 to 9 flowers with some buds. I first make a V shape and 2 other V shapes beside the first shape. starting with the sap green color. Make smaller twigs and the leaf. Wherever you find spaces, you can fill it up with smaller leaves, shorter leaves. I create leaves which are pointing upwards. I have not mixed any color with the green color. I'm making it slightly darker for the shadow part. Now I'm doing last few leaves in the painting. I hope you all like the bookmarks. Please like, share and comment and subscribe to my channel. Thank you for watching the video. You all have a good day.